Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and prep this. Oh, I need it. What are you? We're gonna see who's a real one, who still follows me, or who actually keeps up with your girl, or who even knows who I still am with a different channel name. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, you guys. What's up? I'm not going to wait too long to start getting into this video. First off, I want to say what's up. Obviously, you probably haven't heard from me for a few months. As always, you're probably used to this by now if you're day one, no longer on day one. But I'm going to get to a video explaining that, okay? I've been up to no good and all good at the same time. So, hey. Hey, you guys. What's up? I'm going to be filling you in on that. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know I just did this on Instagram before coming up here and doing it, but I don't save my lives. So if you missed that, obviously you're going to see it now. So over the past, how long have we been in quarantine now? Is it going on like 2 months? I don't even keep count anymore. But basically, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. My diet has not been everything that it normally is. My workout routine, basically, we've had to learn a complete different way of life, a complete new way of life. And a lot of us have kind of like slipped into a lot of bad habits, a lot of old habits. Even if, we're normally extremely active, we have our times, we have our days where we don't feel like doing shit. I didn't say the word BT dub. But anyway, you guys know, like I said, I know a lot of you guys can relate. I didn't go back to work. I gained, girl, I'm right with you. I haven't gained a lot of weight, actually. I've been doing my best to keep it off, even though I have not been as active as I know I need to be. And because I have not, after I finish this right now, I'm going to go run 2 miles. Is it 2 miles? Yeah, 2 miles on the bridge. And I'll actually post like a story on here for you guys to see the bridge, and the view that I'm talking about is beautiful. But that bridge is killer. And when I tell you I'm gonna come home and eat this entire fridge, all the good stuff in it, I'm gonna need to refuel. Now, I'm gonna be showing you guys my absolute like favorite detox smoothie ever. If you call it a smoothie, it could be a green juice, whatever. But basically, I'm going to share the ingredients with you as I add it to the blender. Let me grab a little bit of this. First off, I have some organic kale, and I'm not going to use too much. Keep in mind that with this recipe, you can kind of fix it, take things out, put different things in, but I would keep it pretty close to the base of what I'm going to show you. But of course, make it to your taste liking. And after I put a little bit of kale, like I said, not too much at all, I'm going to use an entire green apple. These are pretty small. All of the ingredients that I'm using right now, I got from Aldi, minus this, which I don't even remember. I have so many of these under my cabinet. I just keep them. But you can find that most places. It's just organic green tea, unsweetened. And if you don't have that, you can just boil a bag too. So I'm going to drop my apple pieces. And I do recommend to use the green apple, not the red apple, not the yellow apple. Stick to Granny Smith because they are more tart. And I would believe they have more acid in them, which can be a bad thing. But in this case, while we're trying to detox and burn fat, green apples is where it's at, okay? Now, I already pre-grated a little bit of ginger. If you have never used ginger in the fresh, like, grated form, a little bit go a long way, okay? It goes a long way. So I'm just going to literally put, like, 2 pinches of that. And then I also cut up my cucumber already. If you don't like cucumber, you don't have to use it. Honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't change the taste up that much. But cucumbers are super hydrating. and I like them, so I'm always going to use them. And y'all, if you're wondering about my hair right now, it's blown out because it's supposed to get braided. We're going to see. We're going to see. The next ingredient is going to be about, normally I use half of a lime for each one. And it makes, what size is this? Does it say? 22 ounces. So it normally makes about 18 to 20 ounces when I'm finished blending this. But we'll see. Like I said, I usually use about half of a lime. This is a bigger one, so I already used like half of a half, like a fourth. And my last one that I made for Bay. But yeah, I'm just going to squeeze the juice from there. And for those of you guys paying attention to this right now, you're probably thinking like, ugh, I know that probably tastes disgusting. But I did already put the apple in, so, you know, if you're one of those people who can't stomach any type of a smoothie if it's not sweet, I got you. Hold on. I'm messing the kitchen up. I should put the hair up. Okay. Now, next ingredient is going to be a pineapple spear. And I usually buy like a tray like this if I know I'm going to be making these juices, because the pineapple's already cut. So I kind of know exactly how much is going into it each time, give or take a little bit. So I'm going to push that in and push that in. For those of you guys who know how these work and you have a max fill line right there, you don't want to go too much above it, but you don't have to stop right there. But if you do go all the way to the top and you start blending and it goes everywhere, just know why. I've had that problem a few times and I was hard-headed about it. Next, I'm going to use my cayenne pepper. I can't quite remember the purpose of cayenne pepper in this, other than I know I like it. I feel like it helps with detoxing as well, but I'd have to check the actual, you know, scientific terminology and all that. But I don't put too much. Woo! Bye. Went up my nose. And then, like I said, for my base, I'm going to be using green tea. You can use water. You can use juice if you want to, but I would try to stay away from any extra sugar other than what is already naturally in here from the pineapple and the apple. I'm going to put just about half of my base. And like I've said, I'm thinking in total this will probably be like half a cup of whatever base you use of my green tea. And then lastly, I forgot to do this part, or I probably would have done it before. I'm just going to use some organic spring mix and also add that in there. Now I have 7 of these bottles, so I'm going to be making 7 of these juices and having one each day. When I'm super focused, like training hard, and I make these, I will honestly drink 14 in a week, 2 each day. But I'm just like, I'm getting back into things. Like, I haven't been eating terrible, but I have not been eating my best. So I'm definitely going to take it slow, because let me warn you, if you've never had this and you start drinking this, you're gonna need to be close to a bathroom, sis. Very close. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. My blender's over here, so you'll hear me, you won't see me. I'm proud of myself though. I didn't forget no ingredient. Wait, I need some more. I think I need a little bit more green tea. It's a little chunky. Chunkier than I like it. I do like it more like a juice, and I don't have an actual juicer. I know a lot of people prefer that when they want to be drinking anything. They don't like the clumps. I feel like the clumps are actually like fibrous. Like, they help me better than drinking like a pressed juice will do. So After I finish blending it, if you guys have questions, I will keep those on the screen. But let me finish this. What? All right. And there she goes. Ooh, too much hair for this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you guys a little quarantine life hack too in a minute that has nothing to do with this juice. But it's easily done. And if something that you have been struggling with during quarantine is not being able to go to the gym, not being able to get to the weights without having to buy your own set of weights, watch this. Not this, but yeah. Ooh. All right. I'm actually super excited to drink this. Usually I make these and I'm like, ugh, it's time to start drinking the green juices again. But honestly, they are very good. Where did I put the lid? Did y'all see where I put the lid? I'm acting like y'all can even see my counter. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to not keep you while I make 6 more of these. Actually make it 12 more of these because I have to make 7 for me, 7 for Bay. But yeah, you guys, these are so, I'm not gonna hype them up and say they're so good, but if you're already used to kind of eating clean and you know it doesn't bother you to eat healthy things, then they're bomb. If you are kind of still getting used to eating healthy, I don't know if I would recommend this, but I would always recommend this to help you detox, whether you like the taste or not. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start sipping. I'm gonna drink about probably like only this much because like I said, I am gonna go run. And if I drink this and try to go run, honey, I'm gonna have to poop on the bridge. We ain't gonna do that. So yeah, wait. Oh my God, I love all this beautiful lighting in my bedroom. Um, but oh yeah, this is what I was gonna show you guys. Um, this is kind of something I came up with when I realized, one, I don't really have the space right now in the place that I'm in to keep a bunch of weights like on a full rack. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know if that sounded too enthusiastic. I actually am good though, like better than I have been in months. So my energy actually shifted a lot in the past few hours. I woke up like on the complete wrong side of the planet, let alone the bed. But let me see. I have a deja vu moment right now. I don't know why. Hey, with the mirror. That mirror is so dirty. I've been trying to sell it for months. But I guess I ain't really been trying or it would have been sold, huh? But what I was going to show you guys was this. If you didn't already know, a water gallon is 8 pounds with 8 pounds of water in it. I don't know if it would be heavier with sand. You know, like they say, which is heavier, 100 pounds of feathers or 100 pounds of rocks? Obviously, they're both 100 pounds. But I don't know how many feathers that would be. But I'm thinking it would be heavier if you put sand in here. And that was my original thought. But I was like, you know, I kind of want to do this now. So let me just put 8 pounds on them. And what I will use them for in the morning, I'll do good mornings. If you know what that is, it's kind of like put them in front and then go down and up. Or it's a little harder because your hand doesn't fully fit in the slot and it's not like hard. It'll bend a little bit, but you can kind of curl them. I don't have the space to do it here, but I'll kind of like go to the bottom and make a circle and meet on the top of my head and come back down. if me doing a full workout with these is something that you guys will want to see, I can kind of orchestrate that. Maybe do that in a separate video. But I did want to show you that's something super simple that you can do at home. If you already have like a little free weight set, normally they come with the 3, 5, and 8 pounds, and that's 8 pounds. So imagine paying, I don't know how much those cost. Like, I haven't priced a full set, but that compared to that, obviously most people would rather have the weight. I would rather have the weight, but I'm not waiting for quarantine to be over for me to get my butt back in the gym. So yeah. So let's get to some questions, because I ain't got nothing but time. I'm lying, I ain't got that much time, but I am gonna enjoy this green juice before I go run. Let me find my charger so my phone ain't dead while I'm running, and I can listen to my music. Woo! All right. Oh my god. Woo! I don't know how much of that I don't know how much of that I can drink before I go run. I made that super spicy. I feel like, I don't know if y'all saw flames when I just did that, but all in my esophagus and going down, and oh, it's in my stomach now. Okay. Whew. I promise it's not bad. I just used a little, way too much cayenne pepper. The shaker that I have, like, a lot comes out at one time, so I wasn't used to that. One more time to share it with you guys, I am going to go ahead and post this live after we get off, so you'll be able to go back and check and make the recipe potentially if you want to. We have an entire green apple in here. We have a pineapple spear, which I don't know the equivalent of how much that would be, but basically just one pretty good sized pineapple chunk. I also have a little bit of kale, probably equivalent to 1/3 cup, and then about a 1/2 cup of organic spring mix, or you can use just spinach. On Instagram, I was talking about why I don't like just using spinach, but that's long and drawn out. I'll do that in another video. And then what else did I say? I use some fresh grated ginger, and then, was that all? And for my base, I used unsweetened green tea. I think that rounded up everything I used, along with the cayenne pepper that I was just talking about. And I just blended that in my NutriBullet and put it in my bottle. So yeah, let me see. Oh, why can't I go back anymore? Sorry, you guys. I'm going to fix the camera in a second so it's not moving around. You know what? I'm actually going to put it on my tripod. So hold on a second, friends. Let me bring my light over here. Woo! Blinded by the light. Okay. Let's see if I can get her on there. A little bit more. Hold on. Good. All right, we're good. Let me go ahead and get to these questions. I don't know why I can't go back any farther, but most of you... Whoa, whoa. That didn't happen. Most of you guys... Most of you guys were asking how I've been. I have been amazing. If you haven't already noticed, I changed a couple things on the channel. I deleted some of my older videos. I also changed the channel banner and my profile picture and the name of my channel, let alone everything else that you'll be knowing about shortly. But I've been doing pretty good. Honestly, this past year of my life has been so transformative. I feel like this is my microphone, but okay. I am... What are the interesting updates that if I was not me, but I wanted to know about me, What would I want to know? What do you guys want to know? Oh, somebody asked how Cairo was. He is doing great. If he was here with me right now, I'd probably have him up here with me. How long should you detox? It all depends on, is this your first time detoxing? What are you actually trying to detox out of your body? Um, because, you know, a person who is just starting out on their weight loss journey is going to definitely need to detox a couple times, or detox longer than someone who has been doing it and then just messed up a little bit and cheated a few times and needs to get back on it, you know? So, yeah, go ahead and hit me with that answer, and I got you. I struggle with finding motivation to work out when my cycle is on. Ooh, girl, who you telling? Um, I'm just so exhausted and achy. Do you have a routine or any tips? Yes, and I've actually talked about this. When I am on mine, one thing that I do, and I haven't been doing it since quarantine started, but I will make sure that I have some B12. If that is the supplement, like in capsule form, or if that is in a drink, I have a drink that I like to get from Kroger, and it's called Dia, Diabolo, Diabolo. They are a little bit high in the sugar. They're like 14 grams, I want to say. And before I knew that, I didn't even know it had like actual sugar. I thought it was sugar free. Um, but they have a really good taste, and it's blueberry lemonade. That's the flavor that I like. They're in a can. I don't have any to show you right now, but when I'm on my period and when I take one of those, it's not an energy drink, but it gives you natural energy from the B12. It's just like a carbonated, almost like a soda. That's the closest thing that I would ever drink to soda, because it makes me feel so good. If I'm eating like a heavy meal, or if it's my first meal and I have one, I'll eat one of those because it'll keep my energy up, but in a healthy way that's not caffeine. There's no caffeine in it. So I know that's a problem that a lot of people have as well. And how did, oh, I didn't even see that part. How did you get your tummy down before your tummy surgery? I'm trying to remember that actually. Instagram has this thing where you can like pull up your camera roll and basically share what you like, share a picture if you need to. And I wish I could do that because I have screenshots of the chart and the basically, okay, June of last year, July of last year. I'm showing you guys my weight, right? June was like 220. That was like the highest I had been in a while, because I was just like, I don't know, I was hyped. And I was eating a lot because I was like, I'm getting my surgery. It's good. I don't have to stress no more. It's going to come. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. For one, I got to be at a certain BMI, which I was already close to. So I wasn't too stressed. But I was just like, why would I wait to after my surgery to try to lose weight? Because I'm not going to be able to move. So after that like clicked in my head, I was like, okay, let me go hard. I started working out, drinking this a lot, staying away from poppy seeds, because those were one of the things that you can't have before any type of plastic surgery, because it will show in your testing that like positive for some drugs sometimes. I don't know, some interaction. But I was eating clean, and then my weight slowly started to do this, right? So right before surgery, I want to say my weight was 194. If I'm no, it was 203. I'm tripping. I was 203 the day I went into surgery, right? And then I'm still amused by this because I was weighing myself faithfully every day until surgery. And then after, I was like, oh my God. As soon as I could stand up, I was like, I want to weigh myself and see how much skin they took off. And I swear, I was like, over to the scale, and everybody was like, no, no, don't get on there. I'm like, I wanna. And they were like, don't do it to yourself because you're so swollen right now that the weight, like you're probably heavier than you were when you came in. And for sure, my hard-headed self, I was about like 225 just in swelling and water weight alone. So Afterward, of course, I had to heal. I was hard headed. I was supposed to wait like 3 months to get back in the gym. I waited 3 weeks. And I don't feel like I've had any aversions from doing that. I really feel like that helped me get stronger. And I didn't do it before I felt comfortable, you know. Um, I really, I felt like if I waited, then it would just take longer for me to heal. And plus, I had that whole thing going with my drains, if you guys remember. And now I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm not at the smallest weight or the smallest waist I have been. But then again, a lot of you guys also know that with my skin removal, I didn't have like any extra plastics done, meaning like I didn't go in and get super snatched. I literally just got my skin removed. So I didn't have like the what is it called? Lipo. I didn't have any lipo done. So basically I can't say this is what my body would look like because I don't know, but this is just my body with my skin removed. No sculpture to it, you know? So basically I was like, you know, that's good enough. That's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to have a natural body, which, you know, people gonna say what they're gonna say because I had surgery. But I do feel like I didn't go in to be snatched into a Barbie. I just wanted to feel comfortable in my body, you know. We won't get into that full talk right now, but basically to answer your question, after all of that, afterward I got, oh, I did answer your question. I was thinking you asked after. I'm tripping, I'm sorry. My mind is just on go right now. um y'all see I've been holding this the whole time and ain't sipped it again. What do you think about making detox videos on detoxing different parts of the... Ooh, that's interesting. I've never really, besides doing the D-Herbs cleanse, if you guys know about it, I'm sorry. If I'm talking kind of weird, every time I put on lip gloss, my speech feels like it's a little delayed. But um, that's the only time that I specifically try to detox different parts of my body specifically. I normally will just drink something like this, or I'll do something that is a cleanse. And um, the D-Herbs is a cleanse, and I have that on my channel still. I didn't delete those videos, so if you want to go through and watch those. I lost about almost 20 pounds in 20 days. It was more like 16, 17, something like that. But just from eating clean, and I was eating a lot actually, but I was eating everything raw. Like give or take a week, I was probably eating about, like, the normal day was looking like I would eat 3 bananas. And this isn't in the order, this is just all the food. I would probably eat like 3 bananas, an entire head of lettuce. I would eat some raw cashews, or could I have almonds? No, I could only have cashews. So I would eat cashews, um, coconut oil, a little bit. You could only have a little bit of that. And some peppers. It got creative, but you can eat a lot of food, but it just all has to be raw. And most people are like, you know, after a while, I don't want to eat if I can only eat raw food. So I lost weight in places that I've never ever lost weight unless I'm eating raw. So I lost like weight here, like my back. I lost weight in my face in different places. Like, I always just feel like I kind of have a natural round face. People don't think that I do. I don't. Anyway, but that's interesting, and I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna look into that, like detoxing different parts of the body. I know I do still have a few of the supplements left from the cleanse because I was sent two and I didn't do it a second time. But they send one for like your gallbladder and your spleen, one for your kidneys that makes you pee like crazy. I actually like that because it got excess water out of my body, and kind of kept me from holding on to any extra water. Duh. Um, It had a charcoal blend, which I recommend using activated charcoal at night, mixing it with lemon water and like downing 12 ounces about before you go to sleep. And you're probably gonna wake up, you gonna, yeah. So that's gonna also help with the detoxing process. And you don't have to be on that actual cleanse to do it. But I need to do more research because if I make videos like that, I don't want to come incorrect. You know, that's like playing with people's lives. If I'm telling you like this can help you detox this part of your body and it actually be harmful or um, pointless, basically. So I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna put that on my list of things to do. I actually have recorded a video about what I'm going to basically be doing on this channel. And the direction from day 1 million to grow your glow is completely different, a completely different channel. And it's kind of funny that I'm actually up here making a smoothie, which is very, fitness like, but the types of videos that I'm going to be doing in the future definitely resonate more with my current life and what has been helping me in this past year to continue to grow. So hence grow your glow, hence the podcast, hence my business that I'm going to be launching in July. So you guys stay tuned for that. I really appreciate any of you guys who just are up here on live with me. I hope that this helps somebody. I don't know what my current weight is right now, and I have to have my phone to step on my scale to be able to see they work together. Ooh. But once I get home from going to do this trail or the bridge in a minute, I'm going to check my weight and then I'm going to drink these for 7 days and also try to eat clean. And I'll probably get back up here on live with you guys. So anybody who's seeing this video now, there you go. You have the ingredients. I'm also going to update them in the description of this video. So for all the people who don't want to sit and watch the entire live to get the ingredients, you can do so. Um, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really thank all of you guys again. You know how grateful I am for y'all. Is it sweet? Somebody did ask if this was sweet. It is. It can be. It's sweeter here and there depending on how dark the pineapple is when you use it and how sweet the apple is. Those are the only two factors that play in on the sugar at all. Like I said, unless you use fruit juice instead of water or green tea, which I don't recommend. The more, look at it this way, whether you use natural sugar or not, the more sugar that you put into anything that you consume into your body is going to take longer for your body to burn off. Basically, I don't want to come off so harsh when I say this, but I have to. And my grandpa used to tell me this all the time because he was a dentist, but sugar is a drug. Sugar is poison. Our bodies barely need it, period, honestly. And there's so many different ways to get the minimal amount of carbohydrates that we need to sustain life, that we don't even really need sugar in our diets, period. So let alone, peep this, we need about the equivalent of 5 grams of sugar an entire day, right? So think about 1 can of soda. When you see on the back it says it has 26, 34, and I want to say that's a Coca-Cola and a Mountain Dew with those numbers that I just said. But I'd be flabbergasted by those numbers, honestly. And like I said, I haven't been doing my best lately, but I would never drink a soda or something that has that amount of sugar in it without it being watered down. One thing that I do buy is limeade. I also get that from Aldi when they have it, and it's no concentrate. It's just basically lime, sugar, and water, but it has, like, again, 29 or 30 grams of sugar in it. So what I will do, I have like a separate pitcher. I'll put half in there. I'll fill the other half up with water, and then I'll add just a little bit apple cider vinegar. It's already tart, so it doesn't really take away from the limeade flavor. But it also will not spike your blood sugar, because if you say you eat so perfectly all day and you're eating foods that are constantly burning fat for you, even, and this is not having anything to do with keto, right? But you're eating fat burning foods all day, it's going good, and then you're like, okay, I did good, now I can have this donut, or not even, now I can have this Tootsie Roll, or this small thing that has sugar in it, right? Especially if you're not, if you're no longer being mobile throughout the day. So if you're like, you get home and you're like, okay, I just want this one Tootsie Roll. It's going to take a while for your body to burn that sugar off. And not until your body will burn it off, does burn it off, will you be able to tap back into fat burning. So I do like to tell anyone that. I was just about to say I like to tell my clients that. I don't have clients, but I very easily could. So I don't want to come off like I know everything that I'm talking about, but from experience and from, actually doing the proper research on that is very true. So, um, thank you. Thank you. Your girl's aging a little bit. I'm 26. This is crazy. I thought by the time that I turned 26, I was just going to be old. And of course, this isn't something that I typically talk about. And after I do mention this, I'm going to get off and go run. But aging with weight loss, a lot of people, especially people who get weight loss surgery and lose the weight super quickly, kind of like I did. I'm lucky. A lot of people say that they don't notice it. But of course, I have like these lines here, from losing weight and still having like the extra face, that video where I like pull my face apart and people are like, oh my God. Yeah. So it's just a little weird that I'm getting older. It's like I have weight loss goals still. Like I feel like I want to get to a certain weight, but at the same time, I'm like, the more weight that I lose, the more sunken my face becomes, the more skin I have, and I just look like a bag of balloons, and I don't want that. So I'm pretty happy with my weight right now. I'm about 203, around there. After I get back from this this session, I'm probably gonna be like 198. Honestly, I know I'm gonna sweat, and it got like very hot and sunny outside. I can already see by just looking out the window. So I'm gonna put on another jacket. Actually, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water, or put my water bottle bag on and hit the bridge. I'm gonna show y'all when I get there too. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on a story up here. So if you look back in about a half hour, an hour, you'll be able to see the bridge that I'm talking about. It's a mile over and a mile back, or a mile and a half over and a mile back, something like that. I think it's 3 miles altogether. I might be tripping, I don't know, but it's long enough to get a good workout in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hope this recipe helps some of you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be drinking it straight for a week. If I get good results, which I know I will, I'll probably do it for another week, because the week after that I'm going on vacation. Okay. And I know the world's not really open, but I'll probably do some type of photo shoot, and I just want to feel confident about myself, get out of the quarantine mode. So I love you guys. I will definitely be up here a little more in the future. I've said that a million times, but I have that on my agenda, okay? On my agenda to do. I approach life a little bit differently. I'm actually going to make a video about why I've never really been consistent on YouTube, because there's like a few different reasons. But like I said, that's a different video. I'm not going to drag it out any longer. If you are not subscribed watching this right now, do subscribe to your girl, okay? I was not as like open and full summer personality in this video, but go back and watch some of the old ones, okay? Because I'm a card. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later, all right? Bye.